What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play clock down at 3. We're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on second and 7. Here's Ryan. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is third and 2. Ryan. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They begin with a run by Davis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
And he returns this to the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
To throw again is Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ryan. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is Davis. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. About either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open